You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big kids train to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Just to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. And some room to run now. And across the chalk into the end zone is a 49er touchdown. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just runs stepping past them, and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Let's go. Hey, watch it.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. The first carry down. This is Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Oh!
That's going to be incomplete.
Come on!
Nearly intercepted right away.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, Lawrence. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Walker now on 1st and 10.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there.
How many times we gonna jump it?
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence.
All right, you 10 yards back, Fred.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because your game won't up. Just respond as you just noted.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. But the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there's a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in a victory over Arizona.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
God
and
damn.
Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. The side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. He completes this to Walker.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lance. close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. Now Lance. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review. So they had it right. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to have to eat.
Damn, Fred, you look stupid as fuck right there. Running backwards. What the fuck?
To get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, what a catch. Wow.
They were getting 16, but even that's not quite
Should have
enough.
fucking batted that. I tried to hit stick for some reason.
Defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the
right.
catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Ready?
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Lawrence now to throw after that last run. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll try for the first with Walker. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
I don't know. I didn't even see it, bro.
Running left, Davis Price. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action, here's Lance. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. He's got him.
Oh, what the fuck?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
On the set.
Exactly, bro. That's what, you know?
Straight ahead, Walker.
At least somebody else saw it.
And boy, this defense
I feel like I'd be going crazy.
Really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit.
Get out of there.
Passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
Hey, stand off.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lawrence.
Too soon, too soon.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Right, you ain't lying.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, Lawrence.
Damn, that was a terrible pass.
Off the mark, too far out in front.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, Williams.
Yes, damn, Daniel.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Lawrence.
Oh, pick that.
So they're going to be batted away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Second down and goal. Lawrence. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just
Texas route.
That's just another
Classic.
example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's
Classic
exactly
play.
what the top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. They're going on fourth down.
Oh!
End zone.
Damn!
Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Finn.
That's a good play. Right behind his head.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The point after.
So many wasted opportunities.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
No wonder I suck.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back.
Oh, throw the ball, bro.
They need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing on second and long. Lance, flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On the sideline,
oh!
His feet in bounds, they say yes. Great job, both feet.
That was too close.
Boy,
oh, yeah. Challenge that shit.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
That's right, baby. The toe tapestry.
Ready. Check pitch.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action, now it's Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end.
Damn.
About the way they flip field position there. A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Davis Price will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yeah, I can't, I don't know what's going on with that.
Coming to the line.
I think he had a fade on me, though. If I remember correctly, you caught triple coverage.
They are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complete.
Oh, wow, what a catch.
Complete. And he's
Overplayed
taken
that.
down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down at the
Definitely him, too.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Now that play stopped by Drake Jackson. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he even gets started.
From the 27, Lawrence. Walker with a grab left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to be sacked.
There we go, baby.
23-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
No fan, huh?
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence.
Don't need him.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get it.
Let's go, baby!
He's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them,
big play, Fred.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall.
That was stupid. Why am I doing that? What am I doing with that?
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Now that's often a surprise for
Better
the
stop playing.
guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second down, here's Davis Price. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now play fake. Lance gets it out wide to Davis Price. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They don't
Get it,
get
Trey.
there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Davis Price will try to pick it up. He's not going to get there.
God
Oh,
damn
it
it.
would be close. It was blown
The
up in
fuck
the
was that?
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
McCann's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. Now Lawrence to throw. Buying time, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today.
Yeah, Jethro 6-1 though?
And a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the score.